Phillips dispossessed here by Russell. Cephas in support. Fast feet from him, and the referee is going to say penalty this time. Jamal Jack has conceded the penalty. Referee Barrett in no doubt. Ronaldo Cephas was in full play. He's caused some early issues cutting in from that wide position. Let's have another look at it. He's left a little isolated, Jack here. Left the leg in, clearly inside the area. And the referee had a decent enough view, I think, of it from there. There's the penalty. And the opportunity for the Reggae Boys to strike first in West London. The Trinidad and Tobago supporters, who are stationed behind Marvin Phillips' goal, trying to play their part in making this more difficult for Casey Palmer. He's the one that is going to step up and take it, and scores coolly with a Panenka penalty from Palmer to score his first goal in Jamaican colours. Player who learns his trade not far from here with Chelsea has scored for Jamaica from the spot in really cool, confident fashion. Takes a bit of nerve to do that, but I guess this is the sort of occasion where it may well be fitting. And he will certainly remember his first international goal. First goal for anybody actually since he scored for Hull City at Stoke City back in September. To come. They're still ahead here, and they're going in pursuit of more. Lembakisa, forward from fullback. He's able to stand up the cross, didn't quite reach Casey Palmer. Touch in there for Bell, now Cephas. Back towards Palmer, and again, and he does get his shot away, and there's the improvised finish to make it two. And it's a debut goal for Roman Barral. And a goal to remember in every sense. 2-0 Jamaica. And Barral of Burton Albion scores for Jamaica on his first appearance in the national shirt. And he scores in some style. Two English-born players on target for Steve McClaren's Jamaica in England in the Unity Cup. Trinidad and Tobago will be frustrated that they didn't deal with the danger. They had a couple of opportunities to get it clear. Palmer was denied by Marvin Phillips, but Barral certainly wasn't. Watched it carefully and finds the spectacular finish. Palmer, who scored the first from the spot, playing his part in that one as well. And what a moment for Roman Barral. Middlesbrough on loan at Bradford City in Kilmarnock. He played for Falkirk in Scotland as well. And now a goal scorer at international level as Trinidad and Tobago try and respond straight away, and they do! How about that? Straight back in it, and it's a debut goal of his own for Isaiah Leacock. A rapid response from the Soca Warriors. Just what he wanted to see in the circumstances. And what a week it has been for Isaiah Leacock. League title winner last week, courtesy of his 16 goals for Defence Force. It's earned him a chance. He's had a lot of time to think about it. Here he comes then, Cardines. Brilliant effort, so unlucky but in. And Trinidad and Tobago are back on terms. Kevin Molino following up to score. 2-2. The skipper scores for the Soca Warriors. He was the one in the right place to profit after that brilliant free kick from Rio Cardines. Davis's luck out in goal. And from two behind, TNT back on terms. Charging forward, flipping it through, Cephas reaching it just ahead of the goalkeeper, and penalty given. He was a fraction late, Marvin Phillip there, and Ronaldo Cephas has won his second penalty of the game, which might ensure that a penalty shootout is not required after all. Real drama right at the end, midway through stoppage time. He did brilliantly to get on the end of it, to get there first. Well, it slipped it through to him. Got in front of Justin Garcia. Marvin Phillip had to come. There was no margin for error as he flung himself at the feet of Ronaldo Cephas. And referee Barrett has pointed to the penalty spot for the second time in the game. Well, Phillip was beaten by a Panenka from Casey Palmer in the first half. Palmer long since substituted, so it's going to fall instead to Richard King, I think, here to maybe win the game. Who scored in the penalty shootout for Cavalier on Friday to win the Premier League title in the playoff final domestically. What he has never done yet is score for Jamaica. It's cap number 23 for the centre-back tonight. He's the one that has the responsibility on his shoulders. Up against Marvin Phillip. Powerful penalty. King finds the top corner, and Jamaica surely have won it after all. Richard King from the spot. The Reggae Boys, the Kings of the Caribbean tonight. Although in the midst of all those celebrations, they will remember that they conceded almost from kick-off when they scored earlier in their second half. But they are almost there. Richard King kept his composure. A wonderful week from the penalty spot it has been for him. A league title just 4 days ago, and now a first international goal.